welcome to a new episode of Behind the Beauty Podcast. I'm your host, Gigi Jeans, where we talk all things business and beauty. You guys have no idea who my next guest is. She is beautiful. She's originally from Baltimore, Maryland. She is a designer. She owns an online boutique. She is an amazing woman, and she is a fashionista, baby. So when you see her, top tier. Welcome, Sasha.
Aw, thank you. That was such a great welcome. I appreciate that. Thank you.
Listen, prior to you becoming a client of mine, I had already been following you, and I've purchased your products before online. Oh, thank you. So you've been in business since 2017.
Yes, girl. It has been a minute. Wow. Oh my gosh, girl. Thank you for reminding me of that because, sometimes, we just keep going so much and I'm just like, wow, it's been a minute now. I started around 2015. I first actually started in the medical field. I've always had some kind of, passion for fashion or whatever. I know it sounds kind of corny.
Were you born with it? No, because I feel like a lot of fashion people, y'all been fashionistas since y'all was kids.
It's funny because my mom is a designer. So it's literally in my DNA at this point because, I grew up in fashion, and growing up in the fabric stores and literally just spending hours and hours with my mom and grandma creating outfits and I'm young, so I'm like playing with the zippers and, buttons and stuff like that. And then as I got older, I'm like, I started looking into fashion magazines. And then it was just always a part of me. So, naturally in school, I'm like voted best dressed and I'm like on the fashion committee and all that kind of stuff just because I just love to do it. It just came naturally to me. So, yeah. So,
I don't have that gift.
Girl, I don't know. I'm always looking for something new.
What you think, girl?
No, everybody does that, though.
Okay, so I was like, what you think? How did I do today? Okay.
No, you look so cute.
Thank you. But listen, you got a lot going on. Mm-hmm. And coming from having a medical background, you have a degree in...
Yes, in respiratory therapy.
Yes,
I'm an RRT. So what an RRT is, it's a registered respiratory therapist. So I used to work with a lot of sick patients on the ventilators, people who have breathing issues, literally COPD, asthma to COPD, where a lot of people have to they just get chronic heart failure and things like that too. Mm-hmm. So it was just a busy time. I loved helping people, but it just really wasn't my passion. Yeah. So I love seeing people go from being sick to walking out the hospital and just good spirits and stuff, but sometimes even while you're working, if you're in pain and things like that, you're not the nicest person.
No.
So
you have to deal with that too.
I try to come and spread my sunshine, but girl, it'd be a little hard, especially like if you have to see a baby sick,
So did you take some of this home with you?
Yeah, okay. And I just didn't want to keep thinking about, death or just sickness and stuff. I just, try to be happy every day and count my blessings for sure, pray, everything. So, I'm very intentional about my eating and about just the way I take care of my body because of that.
You look great.
Thank you. So, yeah, I just, I'm trying to prevent any hospital stays for me.
So, I guess, when did you decide I want to do an online store?
Well, growing up in college, I had a designer consignment store on eBay. So I was a part-time entrepreneur.
Okay.
And I'm really savvy at finding things on sale. I'm telling you, I cannot stand paying retail for anything. So I started a business where I would literally shop sales and then sell it for retail or above, because if it's like a hot item, of course, it's like consignment. You're going to pay 2-3 times, what you want because now it's rare, sold out. So I was like the scavenger. I would find anything.
Wow.
Literally. So then I had the store and I would do that. So anytime I needed tuition money or money for books, or just going on vacations with my friends. I'll be like, okay,
let me post this.
Okay, I'm coming, girl.
Wow.
Yeah.
And then, so how did that turn into, let me do my own thing, like on my own website?
Oh my gosh. So my friends, I have really, really great friends. And they always encourage me to do something in fashion. But I'm like, it's just a hobby, girl. Like, what am I going to do? Like, I'm going to just keep working at the hospital and just be safe and things. But every time I went out, people would always say, oh, where'd you get that? Where'd you find that? Da, da, da. So I'm like, so maybe I'll make a little business out of it. I don't know. So then I started with one item, was this red leather biker jacket. And I'm like, I never seen a red leather biker jacket.
I haven't either.
I know, right? So I said, I'm going to try this out. Literally didn't have any followers. I mean, like, my girlfriend forced me to be on Instagram. She took my phone and created an account for me. And she was like, I'm going to create this account and I'm going to name it Jamaica Sasha. So I was like, okay, because everybody knew I was Jamaican.
Yeah.
So she just said, I was like, okay, that's cool. So then she's like, I'm tired of people asking about you, because I wasn't really on social media like that. My friends still be on Twitter and all this stuff. And I was just like, it was great for them, but it just really wasn't my steez at the time.
Mm-hmm.
So then when she created the account, and then I was like, oh, I'm going to, this was years later or whatever. So I said, well, I guess I'll try, because they kept being on me about starting some kind of business.
Good. You had support.
Yes, major support. My girlfriend, she helped me, like go to the trade shows and try to find vendors and stuff. And I was like, oh my gosh, this is so cool.
Did you ever go to Vegas, the Vegas show?
My first time is when she told me to go, because I didn't even know
That
how
was
people
big.
found vendors.
That was
like
huge.
huge. I still go.
Okay.
So, but girl, let me tell you, it was overwhelming. I was like, what in the world? So you have to find your niche too, So, where you're going to go boho, whether you're going to be, fast fashion, whether you're going to be, and I've always liked clothes, I've always liked design and style and fabrics, good quality stuff. So I was just like, okay. So I started kind of doing custom stuff or just really cool, unique one-of-one things. And that's how I started that store. And then when I did, the vault at first, that's how I started off a little bit until I can really kind of find where, I really wanted to stay. And then I just added piece to piece, like,
and you wear
literally,
your pieces.
I wear my pieces. Oh yeah, for sure. I love my stuff.
I mean, I don't understand how other people sell clothes and they don't wear their clothes. I'm like, you wear your clothes.
Oh no,
I'm
obsessed.
Easy. It's an easy buy. It's like, oh, I want that dress.
Yeah.
Add to cart.
Literally, I'm obsessed with everything. So I'm like, oh, this is going to be cute. I know the girls are going to love this. Yeah. Like, that's always my train of thought. Like, I'm never like, let me just put this on to sell it. No, like, you really have to feel it. You have to, portray what you really feel, because it will come across. I mean, people come across very unauthentic, and you can tell.
And that's why I tell people, if I'm not in a mood to shoot content, I don't shoot content.
Don't do it.
Because I know it's not going to do good, because I don't feel good in my energy. The people feel you.
Oh, absolutely. And you could see, like, if I'm in a bad mood, I'm not taking their picture. I'm going to sit this one out until I feel
you can't play it off.
You cannot play it off. Literally, you will not like any picture. You'll be wasting everybody's time, including yours. And it's just, you definitely need to be in your zen and, that certain vibe before you start shooting, because the camera tells no lies, honey.
So do you feel like when you first started posting, were you posting you and the things that you like to do? But I feel like when I look at your page now, it's very intentional about, if you're in Miami celebrating your birthday, even though you're kicking it, it's like editorial. Like, baby, I'm on this yacht. I'm here, I'm there. So it's just like, it's a life. You show a lifestyle. It's an
actual lifestyle, because I want to look good and feel good. Yeah. You know what I mean? When I'm out. So yeah, this is real life. I'm not trying to be front for no cameras, because that's a waste of time. I'm like, shoot, I look fabulous. We are on vacation. Let's go ahead and run it up. Yeah. Like, what do you mean?
So did you ever do collaborations or send some of your items to other influencers to help promote your brand? Or did you just do things just solely you taking pictures of yourself?
Well, at first, I didn't really have an audience. I didn't know a lot of people.
Okay.
Like, I knew 3 people through people and stuff, but I didn't have like direct access to be like, oh, let me. And plus, I mean, back then it really wasn't a lot of influencers. It really wasn't.
No.
So I just really just did it myself. So I was just like, I used to, you know what? When I first started, I was like, okay, I'm going to do this, but I'm going to have a model.
Okay.
Girl, it was so hard trying to find people that was consistent. People will be with you in 1 second and then just,
gone,
you know what I mean?
Gone.
It's just, girl.
Gone the next. So you said, I'm going to be my own model.
Exactly.
And it worked.
And that's what happened because my girl was like, girl, why don't you put them damn clothes? I'm like, me take the picture?
And we need to see someone with a body.
And you know what? I didn't know that.
Yes.
I did not know that was a thing. So when I first came out, I'm like, I got curves, you know, I'm like, just being me.
Yeah.
And not even thinking about like people really relating to that part of it.
Yeah.
I was thinking just the clothes, but then like finally a curvy model, a
so
real
like,
body.
Thighs and booty.
Yeah.
Is that going to fit me? You know, you put your size and it's just relatable to the people. So I feel like a lot of people shop with you too because it's like, okay, her body looks like my body.
Yes.
You know?
Yeah, exactly.
And if you tell me your size and it's like, I know what size to order.
For sure.
Right?
Because
I feel like that was a difficulty in ordering online.
Yeah.
Was like, how to know what's my size.
Yeah.
But someone can look at you and say, oh, we like the same size, or oh, I need to go a little bigger, a little smaller.
Absolutely. Because the thing about it is eBay actually helped me with that too, because when you create a listing on eBay, you have to put in your your title, your description, pictures, of course, and you have to check all these boxes, whether it's a small, So I would always put, this is, suitable for a person that's 2 or 4, because a lot of times online you can't really tell, especially if you put on a mannequin, or even one of these models, a lot of times they're so
the
small.
Fabric, is it stretched? Does it not have stretch?
Absolutely, yes. So that's another box that you have to
check. Because baby, you don't got no stretch.
Hello, need the composition.
Yeah.
So yeah, I would do all those things naturally, so then people could really shop so easily. So it was just something, that I was just used to doing. So yeah.
So would you say during COVID your store went crazy because we were all like locked in the house and just buying everything?
Girl,
everybody had
COVID was
SBA
so
money
scary.
And the PPP.
Oh my gosh, because like when I first moved from Miami, right? I moved from Miami in September of 2019, right? So the first year I was in Atlanta, that's when COVID struck.
Oh.
So I'm like just fresh from Miami with all my inventory. Now the whole country is shut down. Not the city, the country.
Yeah, can nobody go outside?
I said, who is going to be worrying about buying clothes when they sitting in the house? Girl, no. Thank you, Jesus, because that was the best year in my business. People wanted the clothes, honey. And then it was actually better for me because nobody was around. I can take pictures anywhere.
All right. You can get all the content in the world.
Oh, my goodness. I was getting crazy content. Nobody in the way. I didn't have to worry about any time. Nobody was on the highway. It was never any traffic. Like, it was the best time ever. Really.
COVID, let me tell y'all, COVID did so many people's business really good. I feel the same. We would have our Black Friday sales and do amazing. But I feel like when COVID happened, those were the best sales that I received from my products.
I'm telling you, it really was. It was a, scary time, of course.
Oh, it was definitely scary.
And then, I was getting crazy offers trying to go back to work. Because of course that was my field. Yeah, that was
like,
the major.
I want to get COVID.
Oh my, yeah, that was the thing. Because my fiance was like, babe, you are not going back to work. I was like, babe, they're offering like a 40,000 freaking bonus. Like he was like, don't do it. He was like, so $40,000 worth of your life. I'm not saying that. Yeah. I'm just saying like I'm gonna be really careful.
Yeah.
But I didn't even need it. I didn't even need it at the end of the day because I was working my ass off.
So I just feel like in Atlanta, we used to have so many boutiques. right? And it's just like you can't even really go anywhere and walk into a boutique and purchase clothes.
Yeah.
It's like everything is like online now. But a lot of people who started online, they're no longer online.
Yeah.
So what do you feel like it's about? Like, what do you do differently from other people that you're able to have that longevity from 2015 to 2025?
Girl, I just keep my eyes on my own paper because I cannot worry about what other people have going on because you have to really, like, more of a creative than a business person.
Me too.
But honey, let me tell you, I learned how to manage money, okay? Because the thing is, when I was working in the medical field, I was still doing my business for at least 4 years, really. Like 2 years full time. Like I knew exactly what I was going to do because like the first 2 years was like, oh, okay, like this is a nice little side job, but I enjoyed it so much, you know? So then, so in 2017, when I became a little more, intentional about it, and then I said, okay, well, I'm going to do this and I'll see how it goes.
Yeah.
And then, I saved up my money and I was like, okay, so I know in 6 months whether this is going to pop off or not, So I, for one, prayed about it. And for two, I just jumped out on faith. Like you have to jump out on faith. You have to challenge yourself. You have to try new things. You have to stay creative and innovative and when you don't keep your eyes on other people's paper, then your creativity is just going to keep going no matter what's going on. Because then if you are worrying about somebody else's blessing, that's going to block your own blessing. So
I agree.
you
stay in your own lane and focus on yourself.
You have to stay in your own lane. And you got, it's no traffic there.
Okay, just focus on yourself.
Okay.
And then you're being your authentic self. Because
yes.
if you're looking at what somebody else is doing and you're trying to mimic them, that doesn't mean that works for you. That works for them.
For sure. Exactly.
And you have a fashion show coming up?
Oh my gosh, I'm so excited.
Is this your
and
first
nervous
one
and
in
scared.
New York?
It's my very first one in New York. New York is actually my biggest market.
Really?
Yeah.
Why did I think Atlanta?
Really? No.
Okay.
No. Atlanta is climbing.
Okay.
For sure, especially ever since I moved here. But New York is my biggest market. And then comes like Baltimore, Philly, Chicago, all the up north, like cold areas.
I love it.
I do a lot of really cool outerwear, like that's fall, winter. Shut it down.
Okay.
Yeah. No competition. Sorry.
Okay. Well, I'll be locked in.
Okay.
I'll be on the ball.
Yeah, girl. So this fall is going to be really dope. So the fashion show is going to be right at pretty much the beginning of fall. So it's the first day of Fashion Week, September 11th. Be there. Telling you, it's going to be amazing. I have a lot of surprises. First row's already sold out. So
what? Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you. That sold out like the first week. I was like, oh shoot, okay,
like, I'm doing the right thing.
Okay,
yeah.
Yes. Excuse me. Yes, I'm like super excited about it, and I'm just like,
it's gonna be real.
It's good. A lot of work though.
Yeah, putting together a fashion show, especially in a whole nother state. You know what I'm saying?
Excuse me. Yes, a lot of work, girl.
Yeah. So this is where we come to the segment of dropping gems with Gigi. This is where I ask them, what are 3 things, like what advice would you give someone, like 3 different things to give somebody who wants to become an entrepreneur?
Ooh. Oh, honey, you better grow some thick skin. That's for one. Because don't get in your feelings about if, who's not supporting you, who's, you don't feel like it should be supporting you. Like, just do your thing. The people will come. Don't worry about it. Is enough people in this world that you can have your own thing. Don't worry about it. Just keep doing your thing. And if you think that this is the gift that God gave you to do, then just keep on going with that. So just 1, confidence for sure. For 2, I would say just try to stay savvy. Try to be as unique and different and create your own niche for whatever you're doing. Have a passion for it. Whatever you have a passion for is going to be so easy for you versus something that you're just trying to do for money or just, for whatever reason that's not authentic. So definitely do that. And let's see. Get a good accountant. Yeah, get your affairs in order early. Having a good accountant and structuring your business from the beginning is going to be key, because you're going to just be behind the ball if you don't, because you never know. I mean, you should just check all your boxes and cross all your T's from the beginning, and then you'll be smooth sailing after that.
And where can everybody find you?
You can find me on Instagram at The Vault by Sasha. And you can, yes, The Vault by Sasha. You can find me on my website, www.thevaultbysasha.com. And I'm working on my YouTube.
Yes.
Okay. I have all
TikTok?
these videos. Oh, yeah, on TikTok too. The Vault by Sasha, and also Jamaican Sasha. And yeah, that's it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, you guys, that concludes our interview. Thanks for watching Behind the Beauty with Gigi and my beautiful guest, Sasha. Hey. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe this video. Until next time, peace.
Peace.